Hey guys, this is Amanda from Soul Scuba, and this is a 10-minute yoga break. So sometimes we don't have the time to dedicate to a full yoga session, or maybe sometimes just we don't have the motivation to do it. So in these cases, we can just take little yoga breaks throughout our day. It's kind of like taking an adult timeout. We just stop what we're doing, we dedicate a little sliver of time, such as 10 minutes, to our practice, and then especially if we allow ourselves to do this several times over the course of our day, it can really add up and create a lot of benefit in our lives. So today what we're going to do is just practice a little bit of pranayama. Pranayama is the cultivation of and the regulation of the prana, or the life force energy, via controlling the breath. We're going to do a practice called Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. Shodhana means purification, and the nadis are the energetic channels through which the prana travels. So it literally means the purification of these energetic channels, or cleansing of the nerves. It's really good if you're feeling kind of tense, or if you're feeling a little bit anxious. Even if you're feeling a little bit sluggish and unmotivated, it kind of wakes you up. It's good for balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And it's a good preparation for concentration, so doing it before you have some task that you need to complete. So you can come to a comfortable seated position, whether it be on the floor or whether it be in a chair. And we try to find that hatha balance, so an equal balance between effort and ease. We want to be strong, we want to be awake, we want to be alert, but at the same time we want to be at ease, we want to be comfortable. We can have our eyes closed, or we can softly fixate our gaze. And we start just by bringing ourselves fully into this present moment. Just by bringing the awareness to each and every breath. At this point, we're not doing anything to try to control the breath. We're just taking notice of each inhalation as it enters the nostrils, as it enters the lungs, and then observing it as it leaves the lungs and leaves the nostrils. As we observe the breath, we can just notice how the body feels in this present moment. And now we'll begin to deepen the breath, consciously drawing the next inhalation all the way down to the base of the lungs, and consciously filling the lungs from the bottom all the way up to the top. The exhalation is effortless, but when we reach the end of the natural exhalation, we can try pulling the belly button a little bit inwards towards the spine and squeeze a little bit of that residual breath left in the lungs. See if you can slow down the breathing. Make each inhalation and exhalation more conscious and more influential. Now continuing with the alternate nostril breathing, we make a mudra, which is an energetic seal. So we just make a gentle fist with our dominant hand and release the thumb and release the last two fingers. So it looks like this. And then we'll close off the right nostril with our thumb and exhale completely from the left nostril. When we complete that exhalation, we inhale completely through that left nostril. When the lungs are full, we'll close it off with those last two fingers, release the thumb, and then a nice, long, slow exhalation from the right nostril. When it's time to inhale, we inhale a nice, deep inhalation through that right nostril. We close it off with the thumb, we release those last two fingers, and a nice, slow exhalation from the left nostril. We continue that pattern at your own pace. So the pattern is exhale, inhale, and then change nostrils. Exhale, inhale, change nostrils. And of course, we're incorporating that deep yogic breathing into this practice. So as we inhale, we're directing the breath all the way to the base of the lungs and letting the belly soften and expand, letting the rib cage in both the front and the back of the body expand, letting the chest and collarbones rise as the breath reaches the very top of the lungs. The exhalation is natural, it's passive until we reach the end, and then we can engage the abdominal muscles slightly, pull the belly button in, and just squeeze that last bit of breath out, extending the exhalation to be slightly longer and eliminating a little bit more carbon dioxide and other waste from the system, allowing for a fuller, deeper inhalation on the next breath. So we're drinking in that prana, the life force energy. We can visualize it flowing through the body, penetrating each cell of the body, cleansing each cell, removing any negativity, any toxins, any waste, anything that's no longer needed or anything that might be harming us. And we can visualize that leaving with the exhalation. So consciously, with this breath pattern and with our mindfulness, we can bring in that pure life force energy, and we can exhale anything that is no longer serving us. Naturally, during our practice, the mind might wander away at some point. And when we notice that it's wandered away, we're no longer in the present moment. No frustration, no judgment. We simply notice that it happened, and then we bring ourselves back into the present, simply by bringing ourselves back to the breath and observing each inhalation, each exhalation, even taking notice of those subtle pauses in between. As we continue, we notice that the body has become a little bit softer and more relaxed. Maybe we notice that the shoulders have moved a little bit further away from the ears. The jaw has relaxed and all the facial muscles have become soft. And while we keep the awareness focused on the breath, we can pass the mind's eye through the body. And anytime we detect any bit of tension or any areas that we're holding on unnecessarily, just by bringing the awareness there and consciously sending the prana to that area, we just notice that tension melt away. Cleansing the energetic channels, cleansing the body of any tension, cleansing the mind of any tension. And without rushing, the next time you make a complete exhalation from the right nostril, take your time. The deepest, slowest, most influential breath of the day. When that last one completes out of the right nostril, we release the mudra, relax the hands, and just sit here and pause for a moment. Take notice of how the body feels just after doing 10 minutes of yoga. I hope you feel really good. I hope you can take this feeling with you into whatever you do next, and it stays with you the rest of the day. Thanks for practicing with me. If you'd like to see more videos, you can find me on YouTube under Soul Scuba Yoga and Diving. You can find me on Instagram at Soul Scuba Yoga Diver, and on Facebook at Soul Scuba Yoga and Diving. Have a great day. Namaste.